What is up, Pinehurst Dynasty League? The fucking COVID edition of the first round of the playoffs. So exciting times, exciting times. I am obviously in the playoffs again since I'm just tremendous at fantasy football.
Snuck right in there in the 6th seed.
Yeah.
Well done.
But before we get into that, we should maybe Dave, you want to run us through the playoff seating since you did that nice article last week.
Oh, yeah. Which, by the way, Brian Bussing, thank you for the kind text. I'm glad at least you read it. I was pretty sure that you would read it, and my brother too. Probably Wallace read it, I bet. Wallace seems like a guy that would read something like that. So anyway, the playoffs seeded exactly like they were set up to seed. Everybody won when they were supposed to win, which isn't surprising the way that the league kind of shook out this year with you got 6 teams that had a chance and you got 6 teams that really didn't. Well, actually, that's not true. You got the top 2. You got Dominic with Beaver Tamers, and you got Andrew at Bill Cosby Sleepers that are like head and shoulders above the league. Then you had about 6 teams from there that ran the rest of the playoff teams down to Lord of the Slum. That was kind of it. Craig Darius theoretically was in it, but not really. And then you had the loser crew. But anyway, everybody won what they were supposed to win. So you got Andrew's team that won the bottom division, getting the number 1 overall seed, gets a bye this week. So great season by Andrew. Really well done.
That was an amazing matchup too. The Andrew versus Dom for that 1 seed, basically. And it was like 280 to 260 or something crazy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like everything that you would think is going to happen happened. So, Bill Cosby Sleepers, the winner of the consolation bracket, might I add, last year. Mm-hmm. So a non-playoff team last year flips it around, converts that 13th overall pick to Michael Pittman, which turned out really well. So nice job by Andrew. And then the other bye is Brian Bussing, Pole Assassin. Nice mid-season name change there. Mm-hmm. Oh, God, he dropped it. What the Mike fucking... Never mind. I got another league where Mike Williams is on my team. And I really need something from him, and he doesn't have a catch yet. And they have 14 points, and it's the second quarter, and they're on the goal line. So, anyway.
No. Oh,
that's what I'm talking about. So anyway, Bussing.
You got to insert that clip of him dropping that pass.
That was an all-timer. I will try to do it.
Looks like my 2-year-old trying to catch a basketball.
Yeah, or it just like bounces off his face.
Yeah, right off his forehead.
Like you did something wrong. You got Bussing right here, 11-3. So a really good record. Really solid team. So just 2 really good teams there. I think Brian's done a really good job. He rode the Austin Eckler train all the way home and that strong wide receiver core. So 2 really deserving teams get those first round buys. The other division winner, the Big Cat, we will cover him when we get to our game breakdowns here for week 1 of the playoffs, which look to be pretty exciting. The bottom half of the bracket, it's interesting to add, is just a continuation of the 3rd division. So Team Traz and Beaver Tamers basically continuing to battle intra-divisionally for the benefit of playing in another intra-divisional game next week. So basically my division, of which, somebody's got to be in the barrel, right, Big Cat? It's my year in the barrel in that division. So you got the Traz boys and Dominic facing off to go against Andrew next week, and then you got Hulk Hands, Joe Wallace against the Big Cat. Potential new arch nemesis.
Oh yeah, maybe. No doubt about it.
So
he beat me in the Super Bowl last year with one of the best fantasy managing jobs ever. I almost had him, even though my whole team was hurt, but his Alvin Kamara, like a 47-point performance, pushed him over the top. So I'm
Was
sure
that the-
Lamar will do that to me again this year. So that'll be
Was
fun.
that when he scored like 5 touchdowns or 6 touchdowns?
Yeah, it was something ridiculous. Yeah.
So interestingly enough, Derek also wins the best managing performance in a losing effort award for 2020. It's a year after, but hey, let's still give it to him.
We should, yeah, I should at least get a ribbon or something.
Yeah, there's a plaque in the ladies' room.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so just diving right in here, right? The old computer system here, Googler likes Hulk hands by a lot here, 25-point favorite here. But we're not computers, we're men. We built this league out of iron and brawn. So really the question is, what's your COVID issues? Where do you have pain points there? First off, I guess. I'll look at you first. No COVID issues. You got Daniil Hunter, but he doesn't have COVID, does he? Is he the one that went off the crazy train?
I don't know.
Anyway, so you don't have really too many COVID things. Wallace has Ingram in the COVID protocol, Allen Robinson in COVID, but I mean, that guy's been hot garbage. Jalen Ramsey. So no key players in COVID hell right now. Although Wallace is working through the DeAndre Hopkins injury now. So that's not great. But let's just go ahead and look at that matchup and see what we got going on here. Book hands and Diggs. Kirk Cousins versus Kyler Murray. I mean, I don't know how you don't like Kyler Murray against Detroit. They suck. I guess the only concern there is, does James Conner get 28 carries? Right? But Kyler has the rushing upside and stuff like that. So, I think that you have to go with an upside I would lean Kyler there, although Cousins should. But Cousins in primetime sucks. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Primetime Cousins is not good.
Yeah, Cousins can throw up a 40 spot, no problem, but he can also throw up 6 points.
Let's have a look.
As he started off hot and then went cold, 40-point game. And then a couple highlights, but not too bad.
A little more pedestrian, but serviceable. Certainly, he's had a good season. So, Murray, when healthy, quite good. Notwithstanding that Packers game, that's pretty much the only blemish. He's definitely got the starting running back situation in a much better spot than you do.
He's got some holes here, though. Christian DK Metcalf is not looking good to play.
Yeah, and he's not been looking good to begin with. Kirk should find an increased role there.
Hill's already got 8.5 points.
Yeah, but that's not. That's not what you expect out of your top guy like that. Yeah. It's hard to get excited about Sterling Shepard. Andrews is always good, and the defense is like hard to judge. His defensive players are all very good, so it should be good. I think we got a weak spot here for Hulk hands and DeAndre Swift, who is very questionable right now. I don't know what his actual injury designation is, but I think he is listed as questionable, but is like highly questionable.
Missed practice Thursday.
Yeah, so he didn't even practice today. He's got a shoulder thing going. They're doing nothing. They got one fucking win on this season. They just shut down Hawkinson. If you think you got a guy that you want to preserve here, you're not going to rush him back to get his fucking ass kicked by the Cardinals, who are pissed off coming off a loss, but he's got that Craig Reynolds guy to back it up. So theoretically, he's got a guy that he can start. And he's also got Ronald Jones in the hopper should Fournette miss this week. So good depth,
All right, who do you got? Oh, I
Dig.
went from 99 to 1 to 70 to 30. So not sure how that happened, but I'll
They
take it.
must have been.
Back.
They
I'm
must have
back.
said like, "Oh, Tyreek Hill only going to score 17 points this week. You got a chance again." Um, I mean, boy, I want to say Diggs, but my heart says Diggs, but my brain says Hulk hands. I think that's the situation that I'm at. I mean, I like Foreman as a start, but not as, like Jacobs against Cleveland. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe if there's nobody playing for Cleveland, that's pretty good. But, Alan Lazard, I don't get too excited about that. DJ Moore has been kind of a letdown. Those two starting tight ends are amazing. So I think it's going to be close. Like, I think the system, calculated it to be like a 25-point spread. I
Mhm.
would take Diggs plus 25 in a heartbeat. But if, gun to my head, I just think Hulk Hands gets it done this week in a weird way. I think his team just has like nice depth at wide receiver and can handle the Swift injury. So there you go. I'm going to go with Hulk Hands and
Yeah.
join the mortal enemy list probably.
No, I mean, we're picking here. I'm taking Hulk hand. So
Okay. Well, we got Dominic with 38 points, but he basically starts the entire Chargers offense. So let's see how he did there.
he's got 5 guys going already.
I know. I know. So Allen is back in the game. I saw him. So that's good. Mike Williams got a catch. Yes. Yes. Not a touchdown. I mean, look, we're at halftime of that game. He's got, so he's pacing for 76, 78 points, 77 and a half points out of 5 guys. That's not that great, especially when one of them's your quarterback,
Mm.
you know? Whereas the Traz boys, I mean, that can turn very quickly because look at the running backs that Dominic starts, though. I mean, that's
a problem, as they say.
yeah, but look at the Traz running backs, though, I guess. McKissick, I think, is not going to play this week. So I don't think they're going to be able to go through with that.
Mm-hmm.
But Chubb and Cook is nothing to, it's not like they're starting, shit bag out there. Boy, I mean, like we do have the benefit of seeing how this game is going so far, right?
Is it officially at halftime?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, unless Kansas City starts cranking it up, like, they're just going to sit on the ball and try to run it to the end of the game. I mean, they'll probably score another touchdown somewhere out there, a touchdown or two, but, but then Kansas City passes. Bosa's already got a sack. He's got a forced fumble. I mean, he had an 11-point play. Now he's got an assist in there too. So, but, I think Traz, it's hard to get excited about those receivers, though. And the McKissick thing, scroll down to the bottom. Who's he got on the bench? How's he going to solve the McKissick problem?
Tim
Patrick?
Austin Walter. I've legit never heard that name before in my life.
Don't know him. Don't want. Oh, Michael Carter might be back this week, in which case you could start Michael Carter, and he's a guy that should play. So that could be good for them. I don't know. Oh, what does the computer say? I think the computer here liked. I think it liked. What did it like? Computer here liked Beaver Tamers. Oh, close. A point. So we got Beaver Tamers -1 as our line. Honestly, I would say this. What my gut says right now is based on the first half of this Thursday night game. I like Traz.
Yeah, I have a very odd feeling that way as well.
I think this game's gonna have to blow up in the second. I think Dom has to get over 100 points out of these 5 players.
Yeah, I would agree.
if he doesn't roll out of tonight's game with over 100 points at least, and he probably needs to push it closer to, no, not too. I mean, he's got to get over 100 because one of them's his quarterback, and he's got 2 wide receivers going tonight. So, I mean, and Tom Brady's gonna. I mean, he's gonna do work against New Orleans.
Mhm.
You know, so that's what I would say. I would say I like Traz right now. At the conclusion of tonight's game, if Beaver Tamers comes out of tonight's game with over 100 points, I'm going to flip my pick to the Beaver Tamers. But gun to my head, Team Traz.
Yeah, Team Trez is just due. He's owed one, so I'm gonna take the Trez brothers.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a good pick. I mean, it certainly wouldn't be surprising whatsoever to see Dominic have a good. I mean, obviously is he the top scoring or second scoring team in the league? I think he might be the top, right?
No, Andrew's definitely the top.
Andrew's the top.
Mhm.
I would also like to note that the Beaver Tamers. So we have this in both leagues, Big Cat. Should Dominic win, he will pull the move known as the Danny Vera, which is the worst to first move. So Dominic has potential to go worst to first. He was the number 1 overall seed in the losers bracket last year, and now he's duking it out at the top of the winners bracket. So you could see some wild shit.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right. Well, enjoy your Thursday night football. Dominic, good luck. Hopefully you get some more points here in the second half.
Yeah.
If not, you're probably screwed.
Better luck next year, as they say. Hey, if Dom loses and I lose, I think I lock up the number 7 pick then. Because reverse points, right?
No, it's just straight by your seeding. So hold on, I'm not even looking at it. Like the draft is already. Oh no, wait. Yeah, so if you lose in the same round of the playoffs, it's like the NFL. If you lose in the same round of the playoffs, you would get the 7th seed. Oh no, I'm sorry. If you and Dominic both lose,
It doesn't matter. If I lose, I'm getting the 8th pick.
you have the 8th pick. If you lose, you can't do any better than the 8th. So, I'm in the winners bracket. What a fucking burden.
Don't even have my first round pick.
Yeah. Oh, you don't? Oh, excuse me. My apologies. Yeah, as a reminder too, if anybody's still on, we don't reseed. So the winner of Hulk Hands and Diggs plays Pole Assassin. Team Trez and Beaver Tamers is keeping the division matchups going and playing Bill Cosby Sleepers. Same goes for the losers bracket. Whatever happens down there happens. I'm going to go with the top seeds in the losers bracket. So Lord of the Slum, Craig Darius, congrats on those wins. There's no fucking way I'm winning this week. My team is a hollow shell of a football team.
It's hot garbage. You got some serious work to do.
Bro, the wheels came off. Just the wheels came off. And hopefully I can turn that Tyler Lockett pick. I hope Dom doesn't win though, because I'll be pissed if that Tyler Lockett turns into the 12th overall pick.
Yeah.
On something better.
It'll definitely be hot garbage.
Actually, I'm dying for I need a Hulk Hands win and a Beaver Tamers loss to get the 7th overall pick, and that would work great for me. So good. Maybe I subconsciously knew that, and that's why I picked Team Traz and Hulk Hands because of, there we go.
All right, boys. Well, good luck in the first round of the playoffs here, and we will talk to you soon.
Jesus.